Alright guys, picked up some new bulbs, picked up another can of primer, some tape. It's about time for me to get some new mixing buckets, because, I mean, as you can see, I use it a lot. That's why you always have filters, so that you don't get some old chunk in your gun. I'm gonna get these lights up. Get in your home. Jeez Louise, come on. Oh my gosh. I just need to get more light in here, dude, so you guys can see what's going on. So I can see what's going on, and you guys can see what's going on. Seriously. That, and I got this light I'm trying to shine on stuff so you guys can see what's going on, because half the time, hopefully we can get some more light for you guys. Oh, I forgot the cover. Alright, let's see if we can do this without breaking the damn cover. Oh man, that's tight. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. Hopefully that helps out. Okay, it's been over an hour, so the primer has plenty of time to dry, and we're gonna lay down some hot rod paint on this, and hopefully it takes, because sometimes, let me get this thing off here. Sometimes there's just oils and pores, so I'm hoping that it'll lay down okay on this without any bubbling up and stuff. Some of these areas, like, I'm worried about this area right here. There's some body fill or something there, but I think it's gonna get covered up with the fender, so I should be fine, but I just don't want those areas to bubble up. Flatten it out before I throw the clear on there. I mean, usually if something bubbles up, I mean, I'll strip it right then and then try and paint over that failed spot so it somewhat looks appealing, you know. And the cool thing about laying down metallics and then getting crazy and throwing other paints on top, you can make designs and things, and it helps with blemishes, and it's an illusion. You're being a magician at that point to make things look somewhat appealing. So let's lay down this base and see what happens. Alright, well, I don't have as much of this fire red metallic that I thought I had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that and I'm going to mix it with this metallic coarse white. Hopefully it doesn't turn pink on me. Oh, that'll be kind of cool, I guess. And then of course I have some of this Milano EM1 Milano red, so I could always put that in there too to kind of bring it back. I don't want to mix these together because this is water-based. This is urethane, but I don't have much left in there, guys. Oh shit! Hey, it says here, compatible with all urethane, primers, paints, and clear. Okay, so I will be mixing this in. Right on. Very cool. Here we go. Hopefully that'll be enough. Cool. Well, it didn't turn pink, so that's a plus. It's not bubbling or blowing up, but it definitely feels... I'm probably going to want to put some paint thinner in this because it's stiffening up. Like it's coagulating or something. This might be a bad deal. Come on, baby. Oh no, this is turning into a mess, you guys. It may be ruined. Oh no. Let me put more in there. Oh no. Blows, guys. Hopefully I can thin the hell out of this, dude, because it was turning into fat chunks. It's starting to thin out now that I put the paint thinner in there, so we'll see what happens. Alright, thank you, God. I'm going to put some more in here, see if we can't get it more thinned out. Oh, baby. It's starting to thin out now. Oh my gosh. It was so thick before. It was looking like peanut butter. Crazy. It's starting to thin out. See if I can get it thin enough so I can actually spray it down. Still pretty thick. Here, let me get some more in there. Wow. Crazy. Okay, that's starting to feel pretty good. Well, it's becoming consistency that I feel comfortable putting into the gun to try and spray. That was super scary, you guys. I couldn't believe how it just started to get hard and started to turn into gum like peanut butter. Yeah, that was crazy. It said right there on the label that compatible with all urethane primers, paints, and clear. Always prepared by scuffing prior to application. For best results, start with yada yada the sealer, which I didn't do the sealer. You probably don't want to mix that together. like I just did. We're gonna take it for a run though anyway. Let's throw it in the gun and see what happens.
I know you like to find how we lie in this mistaken crowd we taking.
Okay, so we got it based, and man, that's really difficult doing the engine bay with, because it's all just protruding, trying to get all these little slots and everything, because my hose kept banging into it and I had to come back over it and keep hitting those spots that I was knocking off with the hose, and all kinds of chaos and getting it all covered up. So that worked out all right. Got everything cleaned. I just got done cleaning everything, and we'll let that sit. I'll throw some clear down on it, and hopefully it'll take. Boom. It should turn out pretty good too. You know, it's really cold. It's middle of January, and I didn't filter that stuff out when I poured it in, and I should have. But as I was short on paint and mixed that together, and you seen I had troubles with that, don't do it. Don't mix water-based with urethane. And if you do, quick, throw some acetone in there or paint thinner and get it to freaking break down a lot so you can spray it. Because what it did was, you see a lot of chunks and a lot of splatters and stuff ended up happening from it. I'm just going to make do with that, make it work, throw clear over it, and put a thick coat of clear on it. Hopefully it doesn't freaking get all freaking chunky. I got the clear sitting inside the house so it can warm up before I spray it tomorrow.
I took two steps forward, then I leap. Bought some shit off me, expect.
Should be interesting to see how this turns out with some clear on it. See, drying up pretty good. Now I got my heat gun going in here because it's the end of January. Put a thick coat of clear on this tomorrow. Oh, going to do the night shift. Oh, just got off working the night shift. Anyway, I want to show you, I got some more of this done earlier. Here's the base. Metallic fire red mixed with metallic white. Let's see how. Hey guys, what up? It's next day. I worked all night. Oh, got home about 6, slept to 11:30, couldn't sleep anymore. Got up, made myself a nice pancakes, egg, whipped cream, strawberry, blueberry. Oh man, so good. But this looks pretty good. It actually looks like it laid down a little bit. I know yesterday it was looking a lot more aggressive after its first spray, but it looks like it's laid down. I haven't even rubbed it to knock anything down or anything. And I don't think I'm going to need to. I'm going to mix up some clear. I'm going to be doing a 4-to-1. And I always keep my activator in a bag because I've had the activator sitting on the shelf for some time because it's not all the time that I'm using Clearcoat. Came back to it and it just all coagulated. It basically failed. So I keep it in a bag to keep it fresh. So I got my cup here and it shows me the levels that I need to do. It's got a 4-to-1 on there and many other different ones for certain paints that you need. For my 4-to-1 here, here's my chart. My 4-to-1 chart's right here. I come on down. It shows me the different levels that I can fill. I filled it up with the Clearcoat to 2, and then I take the activator, which hardens it, and I fill it up to the next 2 right there. It shows me the exact amount I need for 4 to 1 right there. I think it's time to change my cartridges, man. I'm breathing this in a little bit. Okay, much better. Alright, so take the screen and filter out any imperfections in the Clearcoat. So I cracked the garage just a little bit to get a little bit of air flowing through here, just a little bit. But I want to spray a little bit out of the gun just on something, just so I blow out whatever air and splash or whatever out of there. Keep things, prime the gun a little bit.
I know you like to find how we lie. In this mistaken crowd we taking, you can't find. Why so high? I know why. You ask me kindly why, no reply. I don't blame me, you all fly. By the way you die, I tried to stay on point for this funky joint is on. And Donkey Kong hard for donkey ride. Stay away from this point. Chop shop, crop top, no spot. The deep pop, fold left the hot spot. We get crash the rod. You will see us forever in top slide. To lay the jab pot, I say I, say I, say I. Say I know you like to find how we lie.
Looks like that's it, y'all. Time to clean up my gun. Okay guys, that first look, it looks pretty insane. I guess we'll see how it takes. We'll just keep sticking with it, see how it rolls out, and hope for the best. It's looking really good though right now.
Stick with my family, everybody can't stand to see this little SMC making it, taking the beat and shaking it, keeping it real, no faking it. Rap sheet, put niggas to sleep, we don't kill shit, we reap. With the kicks on our feet, we run the streets trying to eat. I took two steps forward, then I leap. Buy some shit off me, expect no receipt. Selling it out my door like trick or treat, but I gotta find another way to make that paper. I'm on my grind, bitch, all I gotta say is see you haters later. I do it on my own, expect no favors. You listening to Puppy, so high nobody can touch me.
I know you like to find out.
We'll let it just chill out. Hang tough, let my heat gun roll, keep an eye on it. I'll have homeowner insurance, and we'll let it breathe for a little while.
All right, next day, did that night shift again last night, and I was thinking, oh, it's been a while. When I dropped the block off, they said it'd be like 4 to 8 weeks. 9 weeks ago? So I decided to give them a call. Sounds like they were looking for a crank, and the crank looked like it had a little score on it where that bearing spun. Get this plastic off this thing. Kind of put stuff back to where it was that I had pre engine bay tape off. Get the lights back in. Get the radiator back in. Get the overflow container back in. Yeah, I can definitely see where some of that splatter kind of peeked through on the clear. But for the most part, it's good. It'll look nice with everything on it, and it looks way better than it did.
I ain't coming by so cold, I'm freezing North Pole, kick the fire to
way better, even for being novice automotive painter, rookie, wannabe, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I painted this truck a couple years ago in this garage, and you can see that in my Clearcoat knockdown video. As well as I'm thinking at some point I might do a little bit more clear knockdown on it, because I put the clear on so heavy and I'm still seeing a lot of orange. I mean, it's way smoother than it was. I knocked it down quite a bit, and to the touch it's nice, and the wax that I did on the polish still beating up nicely this winter. So I painted that, painted these fenders, painted the lip here that's gonna go on the bumper that I have up there. Man, I can't wait to get those on and actually see what they look like. I have not had the lip on the bumper on the car at all yet, and I painted those things like 4 or 5 months ago. That's because of my catastrophic failures in my build, and learning experiences on machining in the garage or moving parts around that shouldn't be moved around without proper information. Yeah, always consult with a machine shop or somebody that has better knowledge of how parts should be orientated. Failures that I've had from buying parts from trusted, individuals and come to find out that they're failed parts and causing catastrophic engine failure as well with that. So I've had a string of bad luck, and hopefully it's nothing but good, smooth vibes on our way to making power. And yeah, so let's get into getting this plastic off and getting the engine bay back to buttoning up where it needs to be for block to come and moving forward with the build.
In this mistaken crowd we taken, you can't find.
Alright, look. Time to spit it. Everybody wanna get with it. All I need is another minute to get up in it. Letting the music flow. Fuck up with the juggalos. Friends turn into foes. So I stick with my family. Everybody can't stand to see this little ass MC making it. Taking the beat and shaking it. Keeping it real, no faking it. Rap sheet. Put niggas to sleep. We don't kill shit, we reap. With the kicks on our feet, we run the streets trying to eat. I took two steps forward, then I leap. Buy some shit off me, expect no receipt. Selling it out my door like trick or treat. But I gotta find another way to make that paper. I'm on my grind, bitch. All I gotta say is see you haters later. I do it on my own. Expect no favors. You listening to Puppy. So high, nobody can touch me.
I know you like to find outline in this mistaken crowd we taken, you can't find.